story is called I'm a Meta Liar. I love just about anything meta, from David Foster Wallace to the iCarly show. I also sometimes like to lie. Can I take a Zach Morris time out for a second? You might be wondering, like, well, how do I know if he's telling the truth? Well, number one, trust me. Number two, because I have this thing where when I do lie, I usually like to tell the truth very quickly thereafter. So, I want to play tonight a game that you've probably played at some point called Two Truths and a Lie. So I want you to guess what part of my story is the lie. Cool? So I'm going to tell you a couple stories. The first story is called I had fecal matter on my leg at an age well past the point where it would have been socially acceptable. I was down the shore at my friend's shore house in Ocean City in 8th grade. A pristine, gorgeous condo, and all his extended family were over for the night. We're about to have mac and mancos, and you gotta clear out before you have mac and mancos. So I went to the bathroom, and I came out of the bathroom. I sat down on their pristine, very clean sectional couch. Probably from Raymore and Flanagan or something. It was very nice. And my friend's dad looked at me in horror, and he looked down at my calf, and he said, "What is that on your leg?" And I looked down, and without really thinking, I just said, "Oh, that's mud." I soon realized it wasn't mud. Story number 2 is called I Once Spoke Through My Butt on a lab table in a college classroom with stadium seating. So I had this really weird assignment in college, in this one class. It was kind of a baptism by fire assignment, where the professor asked us to perform a Shakespearean sonnet while simultaneously doing the most embarrassing thing we'd ever done in our lives. There was a line about rosy cheeks in my sonnet, so I decided I would speak through my butt. And I wasn't a math major. I didn't consider angles or perspective, so I had a friend paint a face on my butt. And this teacher was big on eye contact. So I was on the lab table, everyone's kind of looking down at me, and I'm bent through my legs, looking at the class, giving my sonnet, and needless to say, I got kicked out before I finished. Story number 3 is called I Faked Appendicitis in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I was a little bit bored with the curriculum, and I also remember that time in 3rd grade that I had a hernia, and I got all kinds of special attention, and I had heard that appendicitis isn't really that bad, and I had a little pain in my side. So after about 2 weeks in the hospital, the surgeon brought myself and my mother into her office and suggested to us that, it's a minimally and invasive procedure. So let's just go ahead and have the operation. I got better very quickly. All right, how many people think it's the poop on the leg story that was the lie? How many people think it's the speaking through the butt story? How many people think it's the appendicitis story? Okay, listen, how many people feel like there's something not quite right about all of this? Okay, I think you have the right instinct because, listen, I'm sorry. All of those stories are absolutely true. I was telling you the truth. That sometimes I enjoy lying, and that I really like things that are meta. But I was lying to you when I was telling you that I was going to tell you one of these stories aren't true. Thank you very much.